Call in my fellow scouts to another 30 Days Reforged 3v5 Siege Battle replay. We are back at Bhar Sagath. Today's replay comes from Aaron, commanding Mirkwood, one of 5 attacking armies today. And before I get started with the army comps, if you guys want to see your own replays featured here on this channel, being 30 Days Reforged, Total War Silmarillion, 1212 AD, you can post them to my email at scoutsoventertainment@gmail.com. You can post them to me directly on the Discord via my Discord ID. You can also join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your Total War replays into the Battle Replay sub-channel you'll find there on the Discord. Or you can tag me in any 30 Days Reforged replay you post on the 30 Days Reforged Discord as well. I also have various funding options available if you'd like to support my work. It does really help out, including YouTube membership options as well. However, if those aren't options for you, then leave me a like, guys. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Tick that bell for notifications so you never miss a fight. And leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's go through the attacking armies first. So, we've got here some Hurric Spearmen here. Looks to be 2 units here. We've got his ally here, Pajo, commanding Rhudaur. We've also got some Hearse Sword and Shields, maybe 1 or 2 units of them. Looks to be 2 units so far. Some Blades of Emendor, your light tier melee infantry. 3 units there. We've got here some Woodland Realm Patrol and some Woodland Realm Axemen. 2 units of Axemen so far. Some Warders of Umbar, AP Archers, and 2-headed Axes after that. Looks to be 3 units now of Axemen. We've got some Elders of the Elven King. These guys do not miss, do not underestimate them. Okay, do we have any other Lothlorien units? We've got some Lane 200 heavy swords as well. No Greenwood Rangers I can't see at the moment. We've got some Woodland Protectors here, Javelin unit here, 2 units. We've got some Witchermen Slavers. Usually the Rhudaur General's in this unit, so if you ever go up against Rhudaur, you want to take out the General, always check out the Witchermen Slaver unit first. That is where they're most commonly put. We've got here, that's just studying your enemy's weaknesses, you know. We've got some Rhudaur Swordsmen there. Looks to be 1, 2, 3 units there. We've got here some Dunland Hunters. Some Etamor's Trilanders there, 2 units. Some Frogie Javelins, Herodane Berserkers, Trollshoot Axos there, 2 units. Some more Dunland Hunters. We've got some Blackwolds there as well, AP unit. And for actually Mirkwood, traditionally the General is usually put in the Elders of the Elven King unit as well. Alrighty, we got here, I think Umbar. Yes, we do. Umbar, commanded by Tundrafox. I can never tell if the Black Axeguard has a shield upgrade applied or not. They all look the same to me every time. So maybe they always have the armor upgrade applied to them. You always should. These guys do go down quickly under arrow fire, and they are a great unit to have in your army. But if you want them to last just a little bit longer in combat, then always try to upgrade their armor before the battle. You have some Adunium Shield Guards, some Bellagar Archers, our Coronas Legion, Bellagar Shield Bearers there, which are your, pretty much your, Blackguard Rhudaur. And I can't remember the Angmar unit here, which the name escapes me. It's horrible. I know it off the top of my head every time. We've got here Blackwatch Legion. There you go. We've got some Adunium Shield Guard, Coronas Legion, Bellagar Archers, and our Coronas Legion over here as well. I would expect to see some Corsair Crossbows. I don't see any Corsair Blackguard either. And the Cassius Rangers I don't see. You know, 50-50 the attackers bring body-piercing units like the Rangers, but traditionally, it's kind of hard to use Rangers if you're on the attacking side of things, because you usually got a bad angle. But whereas the defenders usually have great angles, because you're always trying to come into their choke points. We've got a Trebuchet here as well. We've got some Iron Sentinels there, the Pike unit of Umbar. Alright, let's go and have a look over here. The other attacking armies here already entering the canyon, mostly already inside the canyon here. We might actually see some artillery fire come from Bhar Sagath shortly, we'll see. We've got Dunland here, coming up by Frogie, a well-known veteran of Reforged, as are a few of the other players in those today as well. Some Temple Executioners here, not armoured up. Some Moron Infantry, Minas Morgul Chosen, Blackguard of Rhudaur, the dreaded Blackguard of Rhudaur. Every defender's worst nightmare, Blackwatch Legion included, and Bellagar Shield Bearers, as I said. Moron Infantry here, Orc Fodder, 2 units there. Looks to be a couple units there of Moron Infantry. Whenever you see these guys enter your choke points, if you're a defender, for example, you gotta rush in. You gotta stack the deck of your defending forces at the choke point if these guys are trying to break through, because they'll swarm over your entire defense. And if you're not careful, if there aren't enough troops there, you could lose some valuable units that you've placed in that defense. Got some Trollshoot Axos here. Got some Snagger Skirmishers, some Dunland Veterans there. Looks to be a couple units of them. Got some Sauron's Will as well. Great unit to have with you. We got here some Dunland Pikemen. I believe the Sauron's Will are AP. I'd be surprised if they weren't. We got some Half-Orc Spear Guard, 2 units there. Orc javelins as well. I think maybe 2 units. I'm going to guess 2 units. Maybe 3 units to give an orc fighter. That'd be crazy if you did that. Some Moran infantry, Olag High, Sauron's Will. More orc maulers. And yeah, I think it's the same unit of orc fighter there. Alright, let's go to the defenders. Let's go. We got here Angmar, coming by Joran. He's got some Witcham Inquisitors sallying out there. We'll keep an eye on them. Alright, we got here some Realm of Lothlorien, commanded by Son of the Dunedain, one of the well-known veterans of Reforged, if not one of the most identifiable veterans of Reforged. He's in a lot of replays. Son has a lot of experience. We got some March Wardens of the Wood, as I said. We got some Numenor Shield Guard here, the last defender, commanded by Modexa. He's also gaining veteran status. We got some Numenor Shield Guard here. We got here some Lothlorien Spearmen and some Spears of the Wood and some Karas Kanon Guardians as well. I don't know if there's Lothlorien Axemen there, I can't tell, I don't think so. There's a lot there in that blob. We've got some Riders of the Golden Wood, pretty much the same accuracy as Elders of the Elven King and the predecessor, the Watchers of the Golden Wood as well, which is basically the dismounted version of this. We've got here Woodland Protectors and some Balaga Pikemen. We got here some Numenorian Cohort, mixed in with some Seafarers in the boss, 2 units there, Javelin unit. And mid-tier melee troop as well, not too bad. Numenorian Shield Guard, you're definitely glad you have them when you throw them into combat. We've got here some Witches of Angmar, some Witchon Pikemen there armoured up. Got some Guardians of Carandum here armoured as well. Got a catapult over here, and this is the first time ever I've seen a catapult put in this kind of position. Usually we've always seen it put in this position over here. This one here, yeah, but this is actually the better position, if I have to say, in the whole map for the catapult to fire down that big trench. Because you've got a huge number of troops there that just can't, well, they can miss. We've seen it time and time again. The artillery shoot very wide to the sides there with that blob. It's really, really annoying. But on occasion you'll get a shot right in the center there of that mass, and it is glorious. We've got the Olag High here chasing the Witcham Inquisitors. I know that battle was going on in the background. It looks like they took out one of the Olag High there. Witcham Inquisitors looks to be only lost one cavalry there, one soldier that I can tell. But yeah, that's very unusual for that catapult to be placed there. Never seen that before. We've got some good bad guard here. We've got some Angmar halberds as well. Is that Angmar halberds? Yeah, it is. Got some Witcham Scourge Raiders here, and some Blackwatch Legion as well. Halberds here. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see the Blackwatch Legion used to counter the Blackguard of Rhudaur when Mordor commits them. That'd be the ideal time to use them. We've got some Trolls and Gundabad over here. Got some Guardians of Carandum next. Some Balaga Archers as well. More Guardians of Carandum up here. Numenorian Shield Guard as well. Narrow Royal Guard. More Balaga... Oh, sorry. More Witchon Pikemen. Sorry about that. Witchon Blackguard and Numenorian Shield Guard. More Numenorian Shield Guard and Balaga Pikemen. And Balaga Archers and Narrow Royal Guard. I don't see the Dunedain Shadowbows, but they're probably there. We just can't see them because... Well, because Numenor wasn't the person that sent me the replay. That's why we can't see them. We've got some Balrog Whites here. And Witcham Inquisitors have returned to base. Now, I don't know why. Mordor here is commanded by Eclipse 2500 of the darkcloud. I didn't note that before, so my apologies there, Eclipse. I just said Mordor before, I reckon. But for some reason, Joran has placed his Barrow Whites down here. If it was any other unit, I'd say that was suicide and a complete waste of a unit, but we all know that Barrow Whites here can suck up a lot of ammunition. They are the ideal holding unit. But why Joran chose to commit them here? It has to be something to do with his artillery. That's the only reason I can imagine him doing this. He's trying to goat the attackers here to send up more forces to break through. And now would actually be a time. If he commits that Blackguard, then absolutely Joran should fire. He should actually even fire now because we've got the Blackguard Barad-dûr here tightly packed together. A nice strike there on that blob, on that troop, will take out at least 40, 50, maybe even half the unit. Orc fodder as well. Okay, we're seeing the Blackwatch Legion committed. I don't know why Joran's doing this. He shouldn't be charging down his troops to this area. This area, we have long proven, is suicide. The attackers can set up their archers and just fire into the defending forces easily. Because they've got that elevated position that works against the defenders. Nice. Good strikes. 2 out of 3, I reckon. How fortunate that the Dunland pikemen were a little bit late to the party there. They just missed those strikes. Blackguard of Rhudaur. Through. Dunland veterans there getting a little bit lucky. Now we've got Belagar archers here, but they probably should fire into the Blackguard of Rhudaur. I reckon they have a shot there. Because they're through the Barrow Whites there. We've got the Witcher Inquisitors trying to help, but the Belagar archers are in their way. They're blunting that charge. Modexa and Joran need to pull back. They shouldn't commit any more forces here to the area. And this is suicide for the defenders to continue this defense here. They need to cut their losses, leave the Barrow Whites behind to hold the enemy back while they re-establish the defense behind the wall here. Look, the bravery is admired, but this is folly. This decision. It's not going to work out well for them. Now, we've got the Inquisitors being shot here by Trollshire Axe-Sowers. The Belagar archers are bringing down the Trollshire Axe-Sowers pretty quickly, but not quickly enough. Oh, actually, I take that back, 21. I expected the cavalry to sustain heavy casualties under that fire. They're handling it far better than I expected. We've got some Seafarers and Inamos firing in, but we've got here some Dunland clansmen there, absorbing a lot of that fire. Now, looks like what we've got here, we've got Belagar archers from Tundrafox here trying to light that catapult up. 10% here to 4%. Oh, I reckon the defenders here had a slight win. This is good for them, but they need to take the victory and move back. What have we got down there? We've got Temple Executioners. It'd be good if they had some Temple Guard. If Eclipse bought some Temple Guard, that would really help out. The catapult's firing, it would seem. Let's have a look. Where's he going? Who's he going after? Looks like he's going after the Half-Orc Spear Guard. Maybe the Spears of Orthanc and they just fired low, I don't know. Maybe a unit to go after. Dunland's general here. He could be killed. Oh, nice hit on the Snugger Skirmishers. Didn't even notice that. Lucky shot there from the catapult. It looks like here we've got Aaron entering the city right now on the other side. Rhudaur clansmen here. Going in first. Marshals of the Wood firing in. Rhudaur clansmen here, they're not armoured up. They won't last long. Up against the Spears of the Wood, they'll last a little while. I kind of want to go back to the other side just briefly because the attack is really underway here and the defenders are being highly aggressive. I've never really seen a defense work here before, ever. Now Joran has definitely led the way here in this defense and his allies have backed him up to their credit. This is where the attackers need to bring up their archers. Like, where are all their archers? Why aren't they firing in here? They can force the defenders back or severely weaken the reinforcements as they come down. They've got the terrain to spread their archers out to fire in this enclosed area here. We've got Snugger Skirmishers here that can be brought up as well. We've got Orc Javelins here from Eclipse, I think, trying to attempt the same thing. Maybe they don't have the angle. Another good shot. Solid shot again. Just feel that crunch. And hear the sizzle. Small chosen here broke at 40. Who's he going after? Okay, Dunland pikemen and some orc fodder there. Not the worst in the world. Sluggish skirmishes here under fire. Looks like we've got some Trosher Axos fired or firing. They're left from that original unit there down to 8. The attackers seem desperate to really light that catapult on fire. And in my personal opinion, he should probably give up and use that ammunition on the defending forces over here. It's strange. This is the one area where attackers can achieve archer superiority against the defenders, because, you know, the defenders can only cram so many archers into this one tight space here. They can force the defenders back if they have enough firepower, but the attackers just haven't brought it to bear, which is weird. And look, lighting a catapult on fire with fire arrows isn't as easy as you think. It can take a long time, if not all that unit's ammunition, and he still might not even light one. Trolls are good about being brought down. Might be the wrong time to commit them. Largely because the defending forces here on this side are looking pretty thin. And Trolls don't tend to do that well on their own. If they're supported, they do very well. But if they're mainly by themselves, surrounded by enemies, they don't tend to last very long. The attackers might claim the first scalp of the Trolls Dunedain. Looks like Eclipse is setting up more forces here. Oh, 79, so depleted unit. We've got Dunedain guards standing by. A bit of friendly fire there. We're about 25% of the way through so far, and it is 20 to 17, so we've got the attackers here fighting their way back into this. It's strange, Frogie's whole unit is not doing anything right now. They're just standing around facing the battle on the right flank. They've charged forth now. But that was valuable time. Frogie could have been using that to attack his enemy. You gotta sometimes keep an eye on your unit, make sure you know what they're doing. In the heat of the moment, anyway. Let's have a look. Okay, we've got some Blades of Mordor here, stepping up a little bit. Woodland Protectors. Looks like they've used up all the javelins, and that's why they're in the fight. Well, maybe it's Lothlorien. Mirkwood's moving forward here. Lothlorien's on the defending side. Now it's easy to get confused with this unit, because both Lothlorien and Mirkwood basically have the same unit on their side. Okay, we've got Syrian Arrow Staff Masters here. These guys are armoured up, hence the red cloaks and the armoured breastplates. These guys here are pretty much the elves' answer to the Barrow-wights. This is their own holding unit. These guys here can basically do the same thing the Barrow-wights can do, even more so maybe when they're armoured up. Sorry about that, got something caught in my throat. The defenders here looks to have taken a few casualties. Syrian Arrow Staff Masters, a lot of these guys here seem to have absorbed a lot of ammunition, if they're down and out. Somehow the attackers have managed to get a lot of nice hits here on their forces. It could be a result of javelin fire. Let's have a look up here. Alright, so yeah, based on where these bodies are, we can see that Aaron put his Mirkwood javelins or wooden protectors here, because you've got some elevation. You can fire into the enemy where those Numenor corpses are, potentially where the Lothlorien staff masters are as well. And obviously Aaron got some great hits here on his enemy. You know, the attackers have pushed their way a bit further in the city than most teams would be able to do at this point. We got here some Searing Elmoth Rangers firing down below. That is an ideal angle. Aaron here trying to get under the umbrella of that fire there. Getting his troops as close as he can to the fight. Funnily enough, where they're most at danger of being killed in melee combat, they're the safest from the rangers up top. You're safe from one, but you put yourself in danger to the other. Same goes if you retreat. You're safe from the melee troops, but you're in danger from the rangers. There's just no win-win situation here. You know, we've got some Lothlorien spearmen. They're standing around in the back. I don't know why they're just standing there. They should be committed to the front line, so it would definitely help out the defense. We've got some armored clansmen now being sent up. This is from Rhudaur, from Pajo. This could prompt the Searing Elmoth Rangers to fire down soon. Sort of at a stalemate at the moment. These Lothlorien spearmen here can probably turn the tide if they get into the fight. They should be moving forward to relieve some of the pressure here off Modexa's Numenoran cohort, you know. Rhudaur's throwing themselves upon the enemy swords, and they're taking casualties. No reinforcements being sent up just yet. 26 to 26. So it's a dead heat. How are we over here? Okay, looks like we're seeing a bit of a... Yeah, Eclipse here surged forward. Frogie has surged forward. So something big happened here. And it happened quickly. We've still got some barrow whites from Joran over here, isolated. Some Colfaman's being moved up. I don't know if they used up the javelins yet. It would appear so. They're not carrying any javelins. They usually look like this when they have used up their ammunition. We've got Temple Executioners from Eclipse moving up. Probably the place to use them is down here. We've got Orc javelins under fire from the Rhudaur Scourge Raiders. I'm sure Joran would have preferred to use that ammunition on a better unit, but this was the main threat here to the defense, and that's why he targeted them. Alright, down to 20, but still dangerous. We've got here some Seafarers and Nimos here with javelins, but not firing in to the Colfar Maidens. We got a Kronos Legion. They're probably worth firing into. We've got Witcher Inquisitors here. Joran should be communicating to Modexa with these Seafarers here, telling him to use them or get him out of there. We've got Temple Guard. So he does have Temple Guard after all. These guys here, fairly accurate. Will they go up to the Royal Guard? Yep. Let's have a look. These guys here at 91. We've got friendly forces there in the way of the Temple Guard. I'm not seeing any more ammunition come this way. Modexa here is wasting his Bellegarde archers, I feel. Royal Guard here getting some great shots there into the flank of their enemies. Blackguard of Rhudaur, looks like they've been committed. Trying to surge forward. They're down to 102. They can definitely surge forward. They've got a lot of power left in them. But he's got to get into shield wall formation first. That's the only way to push through. And use them the way you want to use them to push through your enemy. Okie dokie. That's interesting. Looks like that was Eclipse's general. Okay, Orc Maul is here broken at 55. Blackguard Barradoor down to 75. They're losing men fast. Richmond Blackguard and Richmond Pikemen are all here. It's probably too risky for the Royal Guard to fire on this line anymore. Of the attackers, it's looking a little bit thin. 39 here to 33. Joran's withdrawing a unit of halberds. We've got shield guard of 3. Of Tundra's just running around. Some Orc Maulers that are broke before coming back to the battle. They're wavering. He probably needs to give them a rest. But they're desperate to keep up the attack, I guess. Blackguard falling very fast now. So we've got another a wave forming up there. Okay, Temple Guard and Acronis Legion working together, unfortunately being shot right in the backs by the Royal Guard. Olokai doing their best to sort of break the deadlock and help the attacking forces move further into Bhar Sagath. What's going on? Royal Guard shifted targets. Okay, so the attackers have chosen to refocus their attack here on the ramp and try and get to the 3rd level. Second level, I suppose, yeah. Okay, they broke the Guardians. Yeah, Modexa here. Seafarers firing, okay, they're firing. Now, if they're in guard mode, they should be able to use their ammunition. But Modexa's choosing to pull them out. We have cohort here at 83. When he pulled the Seafarers out, he probably should have pulled out the cohort. Luckily, Joran setting up some Guardians here, pretty much a full unit. They need to push through quickly and assist the Numenor cohort to stop them from breaking. If they're not careful, Modexa will lose that unit. Well, that's at least 50% strength, and that's devastating. So Guardians here with Angmar halberds just battling away here against the half-orc axes, or half-orc vanguard, yeah, of Frogie. They'll win that fight. Catapult getting some more juicy hits here on the battle line of Eclipse. I'm not sure why the Orc fighter is being moved up there. It's like a skirmishes I get though. More half-orc spear guard moving up. So the artillery is breaking most of the units there, causing a bit of a mass chain rout. Friendly fire there on the Barrow Whites. That looks like javelin fire from orc javelins. Okay. Now that's a sight for sore eyes if you're an attacker, I tell you what. Because right now Eclipse will be feeling pretty devastated having most of his army destroyed so far. Those javelins here would definitely renew him with some confidence. And give some hope to the attack on this side. Seeing all those javelins come in from the Snugger skirmishers and the orc javelins, doing a lot of damage here to the front, doing a lot of damage more importantly to those pikes, those Richmond pikemen. Are those sentinels? No, they're Royal Guard. So it actually looks like Modexa has 2 units here of Royal Guard. He does. Got some Black Wilds moving up. Belgrades has been moved into position. I don't know what target they can really hit where they are. I see some Witcher fire also. For the most part, it doesn't seem to have claimed too many scalps. Or maybe it has. And these corpses here have just already gone uncooked. If the Witchers took out all those guys, all those Temple Guard, or Temple Executioners, then that's a great shot. Looks to be Temple Guard. Obviously they're holding their bows. There's the Witches there. Probably should conserve their ammunition, I think, for the final stand if they are forced up there. We've got some Doom Shield Guard here being stationed at the back there, getting ready to be sent forward. Now, Belgrades is here from Tundras, probably trying to target here the Witches of Angmar. He's actually getting 1 or 2 hits here on them. Might need to move those Witches there closer to the building, I feel. If he's not careful, he'll lose them. Let's go and check out Aaron's attack, see what he's up to. Okay, Woodland Realm Patrol. Down to 22. The attack here pretty much hasn't moved at all since we left. Now, it looks like most of the first wave of attacking forces have fallen. These are the remnants. Aaron and Pajo are probably getting ready to send in a new wave. But they got to be a little bit stronger. Maybe an AP unit to get through those Sirius ranges a bit faster. Sun's plan is obviously trying to force the attacker's hand here to send up a mass amount of troops to try and break through his line. And when attackers try and do that, he'll immediately use his Sirius ranges, assuming he has ammunition, of course, still on them. Yeah, so he's trying to provoke his enemy. We'll see if they take the bait. This whole setting 1 unit up at a time approach is to sort of minimise the impact from the enemy's ranges. March Wardens of the Wood up top, not too bad. Rhudaur swordsman here should be able to last a little while there under that fire. Don't have the best armour, but they're also not the worst unit. They're trying to overwhelm the Syrian Emerald Staff Masters. Okay, 52 here to 56. Staffmaster's doing okay. They move fast, don't they? Makes you think we're sort of watching this at ×2 speed, but we're not. Okay, so they've lost 13 over here. Okay. Oh, nice hit from that trebuchet. Point blank shots here, totally destroying the left flank of the defense. Now the middle flank, no sorry, the middle part of the line, not a flank, has got to be the trebuchet's next target, you'd have to think. Now to do that, he'd probably have to target the Richmond pikemen. They're mostly in the centre right now themselves. Okay, they've adjusted their angle. I think they're going to target the Richmond pikemen. We'll find out soon enough. Sort of position ourselves here. We've got the Richmond Inquisitors here. It looks like they're trying to hit Tundras on the right flank there. But the troops are already broken. We've got another mass chain out there from Eclipse, unfortunately. With the loss of his general, his forces are giving him a lot of grief, probably, under pressure. Oh, jeez. Both of them, both trebuchets, just been knocked out. What a retaliation. Quick response there from the defenders. Yeah, that trebuchet, if it had mostly full ammunition still, I bet Tundras would be absolutely livid right now. Nice counter there from Joran. Looks like we've got some ranger fire there too. Is that from the Dunedain Shadowbows, I wonder? No, another unit of Sin Amos Rangers from Sun.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They're trying to bring down the Forodum Javelins. But it looks like Pajo has used up their ammunition, so not the worst thing in the world. Tundras charging away from the Rangers, obviously trying to get it out of their range. They're still being shot at though. But now they're close enough to their enemy that they should take some hits there too from those Rangers if they continue to fire this way. Now it's not safe though for the Dunedain Shield Guard to be sent down this way. Not with those Rangers standing there. They need to be sent up top. Try and push back the Rangers from that angle. Yeah, Tundras obviously assessed the risks and decided the same thing there. Well, the attackers need here some Trollshire Axors because they can take out those catapults just as fast as the catapults took out those trebuchet units. Okay, we're just past the halfway point so far in this fight, and where do we stand? 59 to 64. Okie doke. Okay, Stagger Skirmishers look like they're out of ammunition. They're being moved up here to the right flank, but you shouldn't expect too much from them at all. They're as weak as Orc fodder without their javelins. Also, if you're enjoying the battle so far, guys, don't forget to leave a like on this video. It does really help out with the YouTube algorithm and helps the video get out there to fresh new faces as well, and get some more views, which is what the channel needs above all. Views and watch time and likes. The trifecta of success. Subscribers are important, but without the first three, it's harder to gain subscribers without the success of the first three. Tundras here is trying to overwhelm the Guardians of Carandum. Looks like the Wisham Scourge Raiders trying to fire into the backs of the Dunedain Shield Guard. I don't know if they have any axes left. The fact that he's pulling them out makes me think they're out of ammunition. Sorry, it makes me think they have ammunition. Could be wrong. Yeah, they've still got ammunition. They wouldn't have changed weapons if they had it. If they were out of ammunition before. Okay, Dunedain Shield Guard here down to 20. Trebuchet here. Trebuchet crew here trying to kill the Scourge Raiders. Now some of the riders here have their bows out, some have their blades out. It's hard to tell who has what and who doesn't. The crew here will be destroyed. Harridan Berserkers here could run around and fire into the backs of the Guardians here. If Joran's not careful. Cherry crew's trying to do cycle charges, it would seem. See, Scourge Raiders do still have ammunition after all. Harridan Berserkers are trying to fire the Scourge Raiders, it would seem. $65 to $69. Okay, Berserker's trying to get to the Scourge Raiders. Scourge Raiders pulling out. Guardians won't hold here for much longer. What are the Black Lords up to? Looks like they've taken a few hits in their day. Guardians here almost out. Oh, they're broke. Alright. The attackers here can move to the final level now. On that side at least. Tundrafox sent some forces over here to help out Aaron and Pajo. Who do we have up top there? Seamonth Emoth Rangers firing in. Our Kronos Legion here from Tundrafox up there as well. They gotta hold their fire. Aaron's wasting ammunition. He's not getting any hits here on his enemy. It's just not worth it. He's not losing men fast enough, and these guys now are out of ammunition. You know, I gotta say like 20%, maybe 30% of ammunition's hitting their enemy. But again, they're not returning fires. Aaron needs to notice this and stop. Okay. He's either run out of ammunition or he's noticed. One of those two. We got down there. Okay, Aaron's blades here moving up. The attackers are mostly through here on this side. If they move in fast enough and get to the ramp up there, the rangers here, if they have any more rangers, won't be able to hit them. So it's in the attacker's best interest to charge through here up until this point, and then their armies are relatively safe. For the moment. Tundras here is almost through, so the attackers are almost through on either side. I don't know if there's any defenders waiting for him here. The Cliffs are sending up troops. Could be charged here by the riders if they're not careful. We're at 28,000 frames. Those three spear guards, sorry, Demon Shield Guard are still alive that we saw earlier. Joran has his trusty catapult. He's got to be low on ammunition though. You'd have to think at this point. We've still got Watchers, we've got Kindred of Celeborn, we've got Lothlorien Archers, we've got Woodland Protectors, all with ammunition still. And we have another unit of Seamonth Emoth Rangers that have fired some arrows, we know. We don't know how much they have left, but the point is he still has them, and they still have ammunition. So the attackers definitely have an uphill climb ahead of them. If they can get up this ramp fast enough, they might be able to escape the Kindred of Celeborn. They might be able to escape the Watchers of the Golden Wood though, no matter where they are. This is where the Temple Guard would have been handy to fire into the Karas Karnal Guardians. But, you know, do what you can, I suppose. We got here some depleted forces being sent up first. They'll die pretty quickly, you have to think. Tank is setting up more forces here. It looks like they're getting stationed and ready. So we'll do some cut, guys, and come back once the attack here resumes. Alright guys, we're back. So we've got the first wave of the final stand underway. The defenders have started firing into some Belagar archers here, which still have the ammunition. Some Blackwolds, a Doom Shield Guard. And we've got some Dunland Hunters here, heavily depleted but still have ammunition. And we've got some lobbing their shots up ahead. Always time to stop firing when you see that. Which are on pikemen here. Definitely the kind of units you want to hold against the Blackwolds. But if the Blackwolds get in their ranks, well, then we'll start seeing those pikemen fall pretty quickly. As long as the pikes don't get outflanked by the Blackwolds, they'll be fine. So we've got some axe fight here. More which on Scourge Raiders still have ammunition. That's impressive. Taking a couple hits there. Numenor Shield Guard taking up their post. The attackers here trying to match the defenders' firepower. The Belagar archers firing. Dunland Hunters, a full unit of them it would seem. That cavalry should be mostly safe there from their arrow fire. And we got Joran's general here in the catapult crew. Standing in the one place he probably shouldn't be standing. That's where you can take it. If he stays here, I think he'd be okay. It's mostly behind the catapult there, but he's copping a few hits as you can see where he's standing as he moves up. The Heron Berserkers down below could be worth firing into, but it looks like they want the catapult there to fire into the attacker's blob of troops. And, geez, Modexa's men are right there. Two out of three catapults think they're the angle they need to fire. This is going to be tight. Too tight. And it's a good thing they stopped. Oh, they could fire into the Doom Shield Guards, probably worth firing into. Would them protect us here from sun? I don't know why Tundrafox thought this was a good idea. He's pretty much going to lose his unit. I know he's trying to outflank them, hit them in the back. In theory, it's a great idea, but not while your enemy can fire javelins right into your back and the troops can be easily outflanked and sandwiched together against your enemy. Your strategy, you see how tables will turn there? We saw, I think, Tundrafox's strategy immediately turn against him. What he tried to do, his opponent did to him almost straight away, instantly. As a result, it seemed to have backfired on him. Yeah, what we got here? Elders of the Elven King now shooting. These guys just don't miss. Who are they going to be firing at, I wonder? We've got Royal Legion of Armenelos. They're definitely worth firing into. They're shooting at reinforcements as they come up. Heron Pikemen. Well, most of the arrow fire looks like it's clearing. I'm half wondering right now if Tundrafox has the Belagar shield bearers in shield wall. They're down to 44 and they're broken. Joran playing with fire there, but the fire appears to have stung most of his enemy, and not him. Rhudaur pikemen moving up, looking to stabilise that right flank there of the attack.
Our allies have fled the field like cowards.
Okay, more infantry there. And Pajo's forces all running away, all broken, chain routed. I think these units here are on large. Now the Rhudaur pikemen here, they seem to be really helping out with this attack. 74 to 76. The danger, of course, is once they get through, once this unit of Arcana's Legion here melts away, the Wounded Protectors here can just start chipping away at the Rhudaur pikemen. We're seeing a lot of them start to fall. What happened there? Catapult seems to have claimed a lot of scalps, a lot of kills. And so it's the combination here: Balaga pikemen, Dummer hunters, and maybe the Narrow Sentinels. Trollshaw Axo is here from Pajo, 111. Definitely a danger unit. We've got Harvesters Casimir being brought up. Okay, they're looking to kill the Angmar general. They probably will succeed. But this is Tundrafox's best melee unit. And the witches are here. There's 2 witches left alive, so somehow Joran here lost a lot of them. Scratch that, he's got 1 witcher still alive. I wonder what happened to the rest. We've got javelins being thrown here somehow. Will then protect us. Okay, they're firing their javelins into the Harvesters of Casimir. Okay, the Witcher looks like they're trying to fire into the Harvesters here. Don't know if it's worth it. Elders of the Elven King here targeting the Angmar general. Tundrafox here lost a lot of his Harvesters so far. 76 to 78. Joran is just firing in. Some Trollshaw Axo, as it would seem. And some Hearst sword and shields. Nice volley there. That's the 106. Didn't take any casualties, it would seem. Trollshaw Axos appear to be bringing down the catapults. Looks like they're targeting... Yeah, okay. They're targeting the Pharazim Swordmasters, and the catapults here are just getting in the way, so I don't know if Modexa intended to do that, but he might have accidentally destroyed his allies' artillery. Now hopefully Joran didn't have any ammunition left over. But the whole time the Swordmasters were just focused on killing the Harvesters of Casimir, but at the same time unintentionally leading the Trollshaw Axos to fire to them and take out all the artillery there. So that's how that happened. Scourge Raz moving up. These guys have got to be out of ammunition by now. They've got their blades out, so that's got to mean that. 78 to 80. Still very tight. About 12,000 frames to go. Carrying the Gondorian flag. How about that? I can't tell. Royal Legion down to 42. So they're about 60% strength right now. 79 to 81. More axes coming in. This time the axes though are clearing the artillery. Okay, Witcher fire though, intercepted by the artillery. He's got to hold his fire, he's got to move. He's got to get around. He might be in the clear now, but he's taking fire. No, artillery getting in the way and blocked the last shot that he fired. Oh, that sucks. Spears of Warthink firing their crossbows. Although they don't have a good target, it would seem. $80 to $85 now in favour of the attackers. Pharaohs and Swordmasters taking a little bit of fire there, but mostly have got into the fight unscathed. With 3 HP, they are beasts in their own right.
Only half the enemy force remains.
And Modexa's general here on the front lines. Don't expect him to last that long if he's on the front lines. No Rhudaur Sentinels there from Numenor, bolstering the defense. Seeing 2 units there with different colours reminds me of the game of chess, where you got the white or the blacks here being the Numenor red guys and the Numenor blue guys facing off against each other. Not bad shots there from the Spears of Warthink. Roran Archers though, they'll be in the firing line there of the Spears of Warthink. And I think they are. Women Protectors here still have ammunition. None of them are firing. They can't hit their target. Whatever they're trying to shoot at. Careful. That artillery there will intercept any javelins they throw. For sure. Now this always seems like a good idea, but most players cannot get a line on their enemy down here. In that small gully. To be fair, they might be able to get hits here on the Pharaohs and Swordmasters on the far right, but that would be it. It's good javelin fire there, but actually a lot of the javelins there went into their catapult. We've got a few though clearing it. Most though seem to be getting intercepted. He's got to stop. About half are getting through. As you can see here, Mirkwood's Aaron's Woodland Protectors can get some hits into Pharazim Swordmasters. Not too many. The angle's pretty tight. Alright, under 10,000 frames to go.
Men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
They might be able to do better now. Aaron's Woodland Protectors. Again, they're getting hits here, but that trebuchet, their own catapult, is really working against the defenders here. The sad thing is, he probably doesn't even notice it. He's probably seeing some of the bolts get through and thinking they're all getting through. Now, unfortunately, that it just isn't the case. Attacker's trying to burst through. Lothlorien Archers moving into bolster the defense. Defenders obviously looking weakest here on their left flank. No, we'll see. Now, all the javelins there being intercepted. Catapult protecting the defenders, but also absorbing their fire. Both teams here need to realise the danger of this zone. Those catapults there. They don't see it. No one sees it. Etamor's trying to seem to be moving up. Let's have a look at their angle. I'm not too confident. Okay, sent them into the fight. 85 to 91. Oh, the Trollshire Axar is firing at them. Well, those axes though, getting absorbed. Okay, attackers lose another general. That's fires there from the Lothlorien Archers of Sun. Okay, Carol's Carl Guardians, the big boys. They probably should have been committed sooner. But can they hold on? It is very much touch and go. Woodland Protectors. Sorry, not Woodland Protectors. Lothlorien Archers here trying to take out the Snugger Skirmishers. No, they're killing them. The arrow fire there coming into the main bob of the attackers as well. The attackers, however, keep coming. $88 to $92. Most of that fire appears to be at the right angle. No, it just looked good. Horrible angle. And I'm not sure the sun sees it. And if he does, then his decision to continue to fire guys is, he thinks it's worth it. He thinks the damage he can do with what gets through is enough. Attackers once again pushing really hard on that left flank of the defense. Pharaohs and Swordmasters looking pretty scarce.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
About 5,000 frames to go. Nah, too soon for riders, they can't do anything. We'll have to get him out of there. This defense is looking promising. They managed to surround and close in on the attackers here. 89 to 93. The Wishaman Slavers there. And a full unit of Etimos Trilanthers as well. Rhudaur Axon really throwing themselves here onto the blades of their enemies. Only 3 so far have gotten through. Make that 4. And you can't tell who the Etimos Trilanthers is going after. $91 to $94. Lone Archer's trying to bring down the Etimos Trilanthers here, this unit. They've still got a full unit back there though, with the Wishaman Slavers. Alright, we are almost finished. 92 to 94. Defenders fighting their way back into this. They were at 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, now they're at 2. They're closing the gap with the attackers. This, however, can quickly go the attackers' way if the attackers can get their javelins and crossbows into the enemy. If they can't, then I think the attackers are in trouble. Etimos Trilanthers are targeting the Kindred of Cataborn. Seeing the flag bearer of the Ethermos trying to just go down. Okay, what can the Ethermos Trianters do? Nah, most don't have a shot. $93 to $95. Yeah. I think maybe that's all watchers of the Golden Wood. Okay, so far they're just taking damage. Most of that fire appears accurate. Three, so 2 have fallen so far. Witchwoman and Slavers are in the fight. The Skull Guardians here being pushed back a little bit. We've got Elders of the Elven King also in the fight. There's Thranduil. Under 2,000 frames to go. Now it's the attackers that are closing in on the defenders. 94 to 97. They're forced to back out to 3%. They're trying to target the Ethermos Trianters, that fresh unit that has been brought up. Most of that Watcher fire there going right into the dirt. Don't know how many more kills Lothlorien can get. Watchers here, coming into the fight. Elders charging into them. Okay, down to 29. Okay, Kundra come back into the fight. Probably times 2 speed, I reckon. The attackers have just got this, 95 to 99. Those the Elven King are pretty bloody good in melee. As are the Watchers, but they're severely outnumbered. 95 to 99. And that's it. Watchers have claimed one last general before they fall. Okie dokie. So, well done to Aaron and his team on their victory. Aaron, they're getting 1,031 kills. Froggie, 787. Eclipse, 2,500 of the darkcloud, 995. Pajo, 1,105. Tundrafox, 868. Modexa, 2,352. Son of the Dunedain, 3,055. And Joran also 3,055. That is pretty weird. I've never seen 2 players get the same kill count before, especially that high. At least almost 400 more prisoners Joran got over Son there. Son got 37. So well done to the defenders there. Unlucky to them, but still well done to the attackers on their victory today. So, quick kill count check. Elders of the Elven King, 129. Warrens Amon Monk, 84. Wooden Realm Patrol here, 118. When the Protectors here range from 37 to 195, so a big difference there. And the other units here did quarter good. I think that's fair. And that is that. So if you guys want to see your own replay featured here on the channel, you can send them to my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can send them to me directly on Discord via my Discord ID. You can also join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your Total War replays into the Battle Replay sub-channel you'll find there, or you can tag me in any 3rd Age Reforged replay you post on the 3rd Age Reforged Discord as well. This is Micka, on behalf of Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Goodbye my fellow Scouts, catch you in the next Total War battle.